All right, folks, how y'all doing today? Good morning, first of all. My name's Jose with Ultraman. We're going to be going over the portable system, mixer connections for the floor, and microphones and wireless microphones as well. For those of y'all that are coming in, you guys have two connections on the floor. They're called DJ connections. Those connections connect directly to the sound system, DSP. The DSP sound room is actually right around the corner, past that door to the left on the double doors. So you have ALS in there, which is your assisted listening receiver, and then all your amplifiers and your DSP as well. Okay. This portable system can be maneuvered between this location or the far end location, which is DJ number 2. It's on the opposite side of the gym. And then you also have additional connections on the floor. Those connections we'll go over at a later training. I think we have a total of 3 sessions, so we'll go over those connections later. On the DJ connections, you actually have a power on, power off button on that wall plate as well. That'll allow you to turn the system on and turn the system off. Currently, they're in the process of getting that wired up. So currently, we're just going to go over the mixer. On the mixer itself, you actually have your power distribution unit. You actually have 2 of them. One's a surge, and the other's one's a surge. The other's more for filtering clean power. You have your digital wireless microphones. You have 2 channels on these digital wireless microphones, and they're Shure product. And then you have a 12 input mixer board on here. Okay. The 12 input mixer board will allow you to adjust your gain. It will allow you to adjust your trim. It will allow you to adjust your low end, and then your preamps and so forth going out. Yes, sir.
Quick question: will it adjust to preset stations, like some of the equipment we have, or you just push a button and it'll all go to a preset deal? They're all just adjustable.
These are all manual adjustable here.
Okay, so no preset.
Correct. It's not a digital console. Okay. Your Yamaha that you will be getting is a digital console, so that you can actually set the presets and press the button, and it'll revert back to that preset. All right. You also have a CD player. CD player has a docking station on there for the new iPhones and the old iPhones, so you actually have both connections. You also have an auxiliary connection as I'm plugged into right now, and that auxiliary connection is 3.5 or a 1/4 inch as well. Right. And you have a drawer, keep microphones, wired microphones, cables in there, and so forth. Okay. On the back side, I'm going to go ahead and turn the system around real quick. On the back side, you have a plate. You have 3 inputs for microphone connections. We currently have the one on the tripod on the boom mics. You also have a monitor out, so if you want to plug in your small speaker at this console so you can hear what's going on, that's your monitor out. Your left-right channel output to the system, so that'll go to your DJ connections on the wall plate. We have a couple of connectors. You'll have a left and a right auxiliary RCA connections, and those connectors will be here today, and we'll get those placed in. Currently, we just have connectors on them. You do have additional outlets on the back side, so if you guys need to plug in a laptop or some sort of external audio device, you can plug that in. And then your wireless antennas for the microphones. Okay. Any questions in regards to? All right. Go ahead and test the. I'm gonna go ahead and fire her up. It's plugged in right now. You have the surge exit comes on first, and then you have your Furman that'll come on afterwards. These 2 cases here carry your digital wireless microphones. I tried setting them in here, only one of them fits. So it comes with the bag. You can take it out of the case and put them in the bag. That's your digital. So you guys can, you have your on-off switch down at the bottom, and they do take AA batteries.
This one right here, right?
Yep, that's it. Yeah, you just flip it onto the right. Slide it to the right.
Oh, okay,
And
just
that-
slide it. I got
yeah.
you.
So that'll be your.
So we'll do it to the right, to the left. It's kind of steep. Say what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
There it is.
this one right here, there's this button right here. Flip it off and on. You can feel it, it's hard to tell. Feel that little knob right there.
Hey, just a master thing, you know.
Yeah.
Test 1, 2, 2. Test 1, 2.
And as I mentioned earlier, you have your trims.
Yeah.
You can adjust.
Test that one, see.
Test.
Switch it off.
Go ahead.
Try it.
Test.
So what would you?
So we actually have them labeled down at the bottom.
Great.
It's going to be wireless mic 1 and wireless mic 2.
Okay.
Okay, and you just the gains, the faders, you slide them up and down. Your gain up top, obviously you can get more juice if you need some more volume. And then you have your master controller. Your master controller is what's going to control. Set these to a preset setting. I usually take it up to 0. Audio guys may have something different that they like to do. And then just use your master volume control to adjust your gain. Okay. All right.
These two codes that we have right now, both of them are different.
They are, yes, sir. So you can use them both at the same
What
time.
are the codes?
What if the football stadium is on too,
It actually
It's
looks
not
for,
gonna be-
it looks for, I love it.
on the same code?
It's not. And so it'll actually scan it for the frequencies around the area and found the open frequency. So you won't become interfering with them.
Just curious right now, what are the codes?
Actually, they're at the front. So right now we're at 536 frequency, and they're at 350 and
But doesn't
850.
it give like an 18 and 2 or 2 and 6 code on here?
On here, no, it'll give you the frequency.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
None of those, huh?
This one here, I mean, you have a channel and a frequency group, but this is 4 and 2.
Okay.
Then it also gives you the frequency down at the bottom.
Okay. So you have to go by more the frequency.
Correct.
Match up.
Correct.
To know which one you're working on right there.
Actually, you move them on this device here. So on the actual the receiver itself, you have a scan frequency. You select that, and you choose whichever frequency you want. If you want to change it, you hit the enter, and it'll save it within there. And then you also have a sync. The sync actually, so you do is you open up, and the sync's on the back right over here by the battery. And all you do is you hit sync, and you
Point it.
point it, and your other sync is right here.
And once you hit sync, it'll sync up on it.
Correct.
You got all that?
The camera did.
Yeah. Camera got it too.
Yeah. I've heard our wireless mics at the stadium.
Yeah.
The voices? Yeah. Work fine.
All right. The CD player. CD player, again, like I mentioned, has multiple inputs. You have your CD player, you have an auxiliary connection, and you also have your iPod docking station. Again, I mentioned you do have the newest connection for the iPods, or even the existing 30-pin. Yep. Now, to switch between the sources, you have to have something either docked on the docking station or plugged into the auxiliary. And to switch it, you just hold this shift down. There's a shift button on there, and you hit select. And that'll actually change it. So if you just hit your source, it doesn't change it. And as I mentioned before, if you don't have anything connected, it won't change. Okay? Any questions in regards to those devices? And we're just going to do a test run on the sound system now and give you a presentation on that. So currently I have my laptop plugged in. And what I do is I actually turn my laptop up to 100 and just allow the mixer to control it. Now, and one thing we did forget was the microphone, the handheld microphone. Check, 1, 2. Check, mic, check, 1, 2. You have a total of 2 handheld microphones, and you will have some, Jason, mind me, 50-foot cords?
50 and 25.
15 and 25, okay. microphone 1. So you have a total of 3 inputs. The 3 inputs are your microphone connections, and those are on the back side that I showed you earlier today.
So does this one have to be labeled 1, 2, or 3? Really?
Not unless maybe if you want to put a color tape there and a color code here as well, you can do that, and then keep them in. But since they're wired, there's probably no reason to. The wireless, I can understand that one. Okay. All right.
So AC/DC action there.
Same music, right?
It will be the same. It'll be pretty much whatever you're sending to the system.
So why are